Okay, hello everybody, this is the Superstitious Goat again, and a little while ago I uploaded a video that said I was going to try to get a rail kit and a grenade launcher for my MP5, and unfortunately it didn't really work out quite that how I wanted it to, because grenade launchers are a lot of money, like $300 where I live. So instead I decided to do something different. So I got a few toys or a few gadgets for this device, and I'm going to be reviewing them, showing you how they work, and explaining a little bit about them. So here we go. First thing is, I'll show you the gun. This is my MP5, my classic Army Mp5a2. Right now it has a 2-point bungee tactical sling, a ACM aim point M2 with an offset mount. You can see the mount goes up a little bit. Talk about that later. I got this CYMA conversion kit for rails to be able to be put on. Conversion kit came with a grip and an outer barrel. I also got this Army flashlight. Not Army flashlight. Yeah, Army Force. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is, I'm going to go with the worst. I'm going to talk about the conversion kit first. So, it might look cool. If you can see that, it wobbles a little bit. Now, this conversion kit, since my gun's a classic Army, the conversion kit's CYMA. I figured it might take a little working to get it to attach properly. And as you can see, there's a little bit of a gap right there. That's supposed to be perfectly flush. And since it wasn't perfectly flush, that bolt right there is supposed to be able to just push straight through, but it was a little bit forward. So it turns, I'm not going to take it off right now because it would just make the video really long and boring, but basically I had to take off this entire front sight assembly in order to put the outer barrel on. Now after I put the outer barrel on, I had to shave off bits of the metal about there and there on the other side, so there, so this plastic bit would actually sit far back enough for the little pin to sit on there. And you might be thinking that's not a really big problem, but it took about 24 hours of working on it with a Dremel to get it working, and it was just a pain. So I advise you to find the proper brand if you want to get it, or else it's going to be quite a bit of work. Next, we'll talk about this flashlight next. So this flashlight is a Army Force M3 LED torch. It's tan in color, and I should have taken it off before, but I'll just take it off right now. So this is the flashlight in question. Now turn it on. I don't know how many lumens it is, it's not very much, but as you can see, like it's just really cheap plastic. It was like $35. I wouldn't have paid that much for it. But the back comes off. You have to be careful with this because, as it might here, you can see there, it's not pushed all the way down. It should be like that. So sometimes it'll just fall off in the middle of a game or something. And now this takes 2 of these CR123A batteries. That was a bit of a pain to try to find, and I wound up having to go back and buy them from the actual airsoft store because I couldn't find them anywhere else. Okay, so that's there. Next, I'll talk about the red dot slap. No, I'll talk about the grip first. Other than not being able to be compatible immediately out of the box with my MP5, it's a pretty nice rail system. The grip they give you with it is absolute garbage, though. I'd recommend getting a new one. I'm getting one soon. I'll talk about the aim point. So this is, as you can see on the side, it says aim point. It has 2 of these, how can I show it like that? 2 of these flip dust cover thingies that go on the front of the scope, so you can cover it up when it's not being used. And there's also one on the back. Now you cycle it, turning it to the right. Yeah, turning it to the right turns on the red dot, and you have to turn it 5 times. There's 5 different brightnesses, and then it goes off, and then it goes to green. and that's kind of cool, you know, playing night, playing at daytime. The only thing that kind of really sucks is where the battery is in relation to everything else. So this webbing is a rubber material. That right there is where the battery goes in, so you have to twist it off. But when you're twisting it off, it'll pull up there, so you need to take off the windage covers in order to put the batteries in. And once you do put the batteries in, it's just a pain in the arse to try to get the thing back in. And another thing is, when you're putting the scope together, you need an Allen key. You have to put the things together. Well, in order to put it together, as I hope right there you can see, you need to tighten that little Allen screw. Well, it's being covered by that, so either way you need to take it off. And it comes with the batteries, so it's not even like you're putting the batteries in and then you get to do that. It's just, oh, okay, cute. Overall, though, it's a really nice sight. I think it's like ×2 magnification. Pretty nice. I don't really use it because this gun is crap. But you know, it's for looks, for aesthetic. What it's sitting on, which you may or may not have noticed, is a Mp5, I think it's CYMA, Mp5 red dot scope mount. Also, you can see there kind of is a little bit of rust on there. It's not good. But this red dot scope mount is 100% cross-compatible, at least with with Classic Army. It's 100% cross-compatible. As you can see, it's on there pretty easily. The only thing you need to make sure you do is you have to make sure you rotate those little gray, I don't even know what to call them. They're squares with triangles on the top. But you have to make sure they're oriented in the correct position, because even if one's off, you need to undo all of them and take it off again. And that's just another hassle. Overall, though, this stuff's pretty good. Like I said before, you may or may not be able to see this moves when I wiggle it. Not the best of quality, not the worst of quality. It was okay. About $180. The scope was $45. The rail kit was $45. No, not 100. Well, I also got some BBs and such for it. But yeah, that's what I got. Hopefully one day in the future I'll be able to go and get a grenade launcher for this bad boy. Throw it on the bottom here so I can be like, you know, bit of swagger. Nice and swagger. Got this all from Toronto Airsoft. Personally, I don't really like dealing with them because they're not the best customer satisfaction at all. In fact, I left a review on their website about my rail kit similar to what I just said here, and they decided that it wasn't allowed because the truth isn't good, I suppose. But anyway, that was my review, not really unboxing, but my review of the ACM Aimpoint M2 top. Oh yeah, another thing. When you order it online, this mount, it doesn't come with this mount. Well, the picture doesn't show it as coming with this mount. The picture it shows it coming with is a mount where this little rising bit isn't there. It's just flush with the gun, and that's what I was hoping I was getting, because I didn't want it to be sitting high up on the gun. But however, that's not the case, blah 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 blah. So that was a review for the Army Force M3 LED ACM Aimpoint CYMA Mp5 rail handguard and CYMA Mp5 red dot scope low profile mount. That yeah, if you have any ideas of what you'd like me to put on this gun or what you want to see me get in review, just shoot it down in the comments. Remember to subscribe and like and favorite and all that. If you don't like it, then unsubscribe, dislike, and least favorite, I suppose. Either way, that was that on the Superstitious Goat. And until next time, adios.